Okay, so here's question 1. If you answered it wrong, I'm going to do it correctly, so try to figure out where it is you went wrong. So we have a list of 5 numbers that represent 5 students and songs that, however many songs they downloaded last week. And we want the mean absolute deviation. Okay, so mean absolute deviation, remember that means we have to find the mean, and we need to see how much it deviates or differs, the mean, how much each number differs from the mean, and absolute because we want everything positive. We're doing the absolute value since it's the distance. Everything is from mean. It can't be negative. Distances are not negative. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is find the mean, which means we're going to add all of our data together. Okay, so that's 10 and let's see, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 6 and 4 is 10, 17, 18, 19. So 192. Okay, and of course, use a calculator. That's fine. Okay, in fact, I just checked mine with the calculator because, you never know. All right, so then we're going to divide that by 5. Why 5? Because we have 5 numbers. So that's how you find the average. You find the sum of all the numbers, add up all the numbers, divide by however many there are, and let's see, that's 3, and so 15, so that's 4, bring down the 2, so 38. And of course, use a calculator, that's fine. This one's not so bad, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, and then of course 20 and 0. All right, 38.4. So look, there's an answer. I'm thinking that's almost always going to be there in multiple choice. But if it just wanted us to find the mean, it wouldn't have been asked. It would not have asked for mean absolute deviation. It would just say find the mean. So that can't be it. Okay. And if that's not it, I'm going to go ahead and cross out this one too, because mean absolute deviation is usually not quite that large. It's not usually close to what the mean is going to be. All right, so now the second step then is I need to find the distance each one of these numbers here is. Each one of these is away from the mean, okay? So I need to subtract. Okay, I'm not going to subtract 38.4 though. I'm going to round that to 38. So I'm going to say that my mean is 38, and I'm going to subtract all of these numbers from 38. So 38 minus 32, 38 minus 43, 38 minus 38, etc. And I'm just going to take the absolute value of those, so I'm just going to make it positive. So 38 minus 32 is 6, and 38 minus 43 is 5. Right, because 38, 2 to get to 40, 3 to get to 43, that's 5. And then I have 0, because 38 minus 38 is 0. 38 minus 28, 10. And 38 minus 51, I'm just going to grab my calculator really quick, 13. Okay, now I'm going to find the mean of these numbers. And you remember, mean absolute deviation, I always say it means you're going to find the mean twice, okay? So now I have to find the mean of these numbers, because the mean absolute deviation is the average distance the numbers are from the mean. So again, to find the average, you find the mean. So add them up. So 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 13. Let's see, 11 plus 10 is 21. 34, but let me double check here. 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 13 is 34, yes. And then I divide that by 5 again. Remember, you have to divide by the number you added up, okay? The mean should be somewhere, it's an average, so that number should be, like, you should be able to place that, like, within your numbers. A lot of times people forget the division part of mean. So in the first example, if I got 192, well, that's ridiculous, and none of my numbers are even close to that, so how could that be the average, right? Okay, so 34 divided by 5 is 6.8. Okay, now, at this point, we don't round. You're going to do an activity where the answers are decimals. You don't round them to whole numbers. You can have a decimal point. Usually it's only 1 or 2, but you could have as many as you want, but usually they round it to just 1 decimal place. Okay, or 2, as in here. So I look at my answer choices, and I have 6.88. That's going to be my answer. I'm thinking they probably used 38.4, and that's how they got the extra 0.88. Unless my calculator just cut it off. I don't know. Now I want to know. So just hang on 1 second. I'm going to do this by hand. So 34 divided by 5. Yes, 6 is 30. Nope, I get 0.8. Yep. Okay, they must have used 34.8, but I've always rounded the mean at this point to make it easier to work with, and you will get close. None of these answers are going to be super close where 1 decimal place is going to throw you off. Okay? Alrighty, so now go try the next problem, and remember to look at your notes. You should have taken notes over the video that your teacher made for you, and go back. You're doing 3 steps. Find the mean, subtract the mean from everything, find the mean again.